Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a very special episode of Easy Buckets. How are you guys doing today? Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. In this video, I got something that I guarantee you guys are going to love, especially if you're a big Los Angeles Lakers fan. We're going to be talking about the Lakers offseason and talking about the perfect player they must target to replace Andre Drummond. The Lakers are known in the NBA to be one of the best defensive teams, and a big reason why is because their front court is so good. And that's why in this video, I'm going to be talking about the perfect scenarios where the Lakers front court becomes dangerous again. So if you're a Lakers fan and you want to know some bigs that I believe will be perfect for their roster next season, you're going to love this. But quickly before I get on with the video, I just want to say, if you're new to the channel and you love basketball, welcome to Easy Buckets. My name is Soom and I make basketball videos every single day. So be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications to not miss any of my upcoming videos. If you watched this video and you loved it, be sure to smash that thumbs up button. I would really appreciate it. It would help with the channel a lot. But without wasting any more time, let's talk about the Lakers and their front court. The Lakers this offseason are going to make a lot of moves, and when improving their front court, that is one of their main priorities. When talking about this season, the Lakers tried to improve their roster, but with them failing, losing in the first round of the playoffs, I truly expect the Lakers to be targeting new centers for their 2022 roster. The Lakers are known in the NBA as one of the best teams in the league with the best front court. We all know Anthony Davis is there, and of course, the partners he's had in the past few seasons, it made them truly elite and a big reason why they were great defensively. And with the Lakers' experiment this season of Montrezl Harrell and Andre Drummond failing, I really want to see some new front court players in the purple and gold. One of the biggest questions this offseason is, will the Lakers re-sign Andre Drummond? When talking about this year, Drummond got bought up by the Cavs, and then the Lakers ultimately signed him to a veteran's minimum rest of the year deal. After that signing, Andre Drummond has been very vocal on saying he loves LA, he wants to stay here, and even after losing in the NBA playoffs, Andre Drummond said he wants to re-sign with the Lakers. With Andre Drummond being vocal and saying he's interested, now the question is, are the Lakers interested? Do they want to invest in a center that didn't really help them in this year's NBA playoffs, which we all thought he would? From what we are hearing, Andre Drummond wants a lot of money when it comes to this upcoming offseason. He has said multiple times that he wants a good contract, but honestly, some fans out there say that Andre Drummond should not get paid a lot. He should get paid the veteran's minimum. Andre Drummond wants to play for the Lakers, but the Lakers don't want to pay him. And with that being said, Andre Drummond might change his mind and of course join a new team. Another big question to answer is talking about Montrezl Harrell. This past offseason, he signed a 1+1 contract, a 1-year plus player option contract. And with Montrezl Harrell saying he's not happy on the Lakers, he's not getting minutes, he didn't even play a lot in the playoffs, we as NBA fans expect Montrezl Harrell to opt out of his contract and then sign a new deal somewhere else, because there are so many NBA teams that will love Montrezl off the bench. If Montrezl Harrell and Andre Drummond leaves the Lakers have to find the perfect front court players that I believe would simply replace them, but in my opinion, they must be better. For this video, I'm going to be talking about 4 centers that I believe the Lakers must target if Andre Drummond and Montrezl leaves. These players are affordable, they're still great in the NBA, and I believe on the Lakers, beside Anthony Davis and LeBron James, they would excel and help the Lakers in a 2022 championship run. The first player on this list is talking about Hassan Whiteside, and the Lakers have been linked to him for a very long time now, and in my opinion, he's a must target. When talking about Hassan Whiteside this year, he played absolutely horrible. He signed with the Kings this past offseason on a 1-year contract, but of course, didn't get a lot of minutes behind Marvin Bagley, Richaun Holmes, and honestly, Hassan Whiteside was not being utilized to his maximum potential. The season before this year, Whiteside was the starting center on the Portland Trail Blazers alongside Dame and CJ McCollum, averaged an amazing double-double every night, 15 points, 13 rebounds, and also led the league in blocks per game. That is simply how good Whiteside could be if he's being utilized properly. With the Sacramento Kings entering a rebuild mode, this summer with the Kings entering a rebuild mode and Hassan Whiteside is not happy, everybody believes that Hassan Whiteside will not be re-signing. Hassan wants to go to a winning situation, and with him being linked to the Lakers for a long time now, I believe it's a perfect fit. With Hassan Whiteside being 32 years old, he is still in his prime. I do believe he can contribute to a championship run. And with him being one of the best shot blockers in the NBA, him teaming up with Anthony Davis, who is the best shot blocker in the NBA, that front court defense would simply be dangerous and scary. Over the past few seasons, Hassan has been practicing on his mid-range shots, so he'll also be great with LeBron on those pick and pops. And I believe his size, athletic ability, and a chip on his shoulder to get another chance in the NBA would simply help the Lakers on a whole nother level. Hassan Whiteside is my favorite must target on this list today. The next player on this list is talking about Dwight Howard, and Dwight Howard is always going to be a very popular LA rumor. When talking about last season, the Lakers won the NBA championship and Dwight Howard was on their roster. And then in this past offseason, there was actually a rumor that Dwight was supposed to re-sign with the Lakers. We're not too sure what happened behind closed doors, but with Dwight Howard knowing LeBron James, Frank Vogel, and Anthony Davis, he knows their playing style, he knows their playbook, a return would not be a bad idea, as Howard, in my opinion, is one of the best affordable centers in the NBA. Dwight Howard has size, defensive ability, an amazing offensive rebound touch, and with the Lakers kind of needing a spark plug and energy off the bench, Dwight Howard could simply be that guy again in the 2022 championship run. A lot of Laker fans out there love Dwight Howard, and I simply agree too. Howard, Anthony Davis, and LeBron would simply be a nasty, dangerous front court. The next center on this list is talking about JaVale McGee, and I believe he's in the exact same situation as Dwight Howard. When talking about last year when the Lakers won the NBA championship, JaVale McGee was actually the starting center and played a chunk of minutes when it comes to a spark plug, a microwave, and simply a pick and roll runner. With JaVale McGee having such a humble personality and simply coming to the job to do his business, the Lakers need someone like that. Someone who helped them in their championship run and maybe come back to help them for another opportunity. JaVale McGee has been traded to the Cavaliers, then he got waived, then to the Nuggets, and with the Nuggets getting swept this season and JaVale didn't really play, I do see JaVale going to a new team and going back to the Lakers. It wouldn't be a bad idea. In my opinion though, I would prefer Dwight Howard over JaVale, but if they can't get Dwight Howard, JaVale would not be a bad second option. But the last center on this list is talking about DeMarcus Cousins, Boogie, currently of the Los Angeles Clippers. Over the past few seasons, DeMarcus Cousins' career has kind of taken a downhill because of injuries, because of bad situations, but I believe going to the Lakers would simply rejuvenate and rebuild his career. When talking about last season, the Lakers actually signed DeMarcus Cousins to a veteran's minimum, but of course he tore his ACL, and that's why the Lakers got Dwight Howard. But the reason why I'm telling you guys this is not to talk bad about DeMarcus. It's to talk to you guys about the fact that the Lakers already like Boogie, they already have interest in him, and in this upcoming summer, with Boogie now looking healthy, I do believe a reunion could actually be possible. Out of all the centers I mentioned, I believe DeMarcus Cousins is the best when it comes to being a dominant presence in the paint. We all know him and Anthony Davis were actually teammates when they were on the Pelicans together, so their chemistry would simply be flawless. And of course, I simply imagine those amazing pick and rolls between LeBron, and it could also be a pick and pop, because Boogie is a pretty decent shooter. In my opinion, DeMarcus Cousins is the most talented when it comes to all of these centers that I mentioned, but he is the most injury prone. So the Lakers want to get a chance on DeMarcus Cousins, they have to first understand that injuries could be very, very possible. One thing's for sure though, a starting lineup of LeBron James small forward, Anthony Davis power forward, and DeMarcus Cousins center would simply be incredible. That is literally 3 caliber all-star players on the same roster, and of course NBA teams would be frightened to play them. DeMarcus Cousins loves LA, that's why he's on the Clippers right now, but next season, if the Lakers make a bunch of moves and interest Boogie could be coming right back to the Lakers. So yes guys, this wraps up my video today, talking about the Los Angeles Lakers and their potential dangerous front court. What's most important to me is I want to know your thoughts. Which of these centers do you believe is the perfect target, or is there any other center you believe the Lakers must try to get? Put your thoughts down in the comments below. But other than that, take it easy, God bless, and I'll see you all next time on Easy Buckets. Woo!